Check, 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 check. One, two. Hey, hey. What's that deep? All right, all right, all right. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. Hello, Kimberly. Now, what's up, girl? Good to see you. Hello, Kimberly in the building, my elementary school. All right, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, the doctor's in the building. Y'all know. Hey, hey, hey. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm coming on a little later tonight. I had a class we had to finish up. I'm doing a communication class. For those of you who did not take my last challenge, um, they learned so much about communication. And so, yes, 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 making it work. All right, y'all. This is what we're gonna do. If you're on TikTok, I got all my platforms going tonight. I got YouTube, Facebook, I got Instagram over here, and I got my people from TikTok over here. All right. What I want y'all to do on TikTok, just give me some likes, because TikTok says if you give me likes, then they will invite more people. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Y'all know about this time. This is what we do. You got to tell me who you calling, where you check it in from, what's your name and where you check it in from. But thank you, Sandra. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you, Rolanda, for watching my content. Thank you guys so much. For those of you who watch, oh yeah, appreciate y'all. Give me the likes. They coming up. All right. I got Instagram over here. I got YouTube and Facebook here, and we're gonna get it going. Let me throw on a little theme music for 12, just for like 20 seconds. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, uh, Here we go. We got somebody from Jamaica checking in. We got Jocelyn from Mississippi, Massachusetts. All right, that's enough for that. Where we checking in from? Connecticut in the building. Chi-Town in the building. Eckhart, Texas. All right, what's that? Carla from Tennessee. Hey, Carla. That's my student, Carla. All right, y'all. Patty from Ohio. Denise from Omaha, Nebraska. From in the building. We got Trinidad in the building. Listen, somebody from South Carolina, Virginia in the building. El Dorado Hills, California, yay, in the building. All right, Shayla from Virginia. What did Jessica say? What you got good for us tonight? All right, so let me tell y'all what I got good for y'all tonight. Tonight, I am going to do. So I had a client who I work with. A lot of what I tell y'all, what I teach y'all, comes from my clients, or things that I've taught people in the past or coach people on, and they have been super successful at following it, following the coaching, and changing and transforming their lives. Many people come to me, y'all, because they want a relationship. I've helped many people get in relationships, but many people come to me because they want good relationships. And these good relationships are not just for romantic, it could be better relationships with their mother, their father, better relationships with their current spouse. And so, what I do is I am going to teach them how to do that. And so, a lot of times, you know what happens, y'all? Can I be honest? Let me tell y'all what happens. People come to me, right? And I tell them they'll come to me for a better relationship. However, when they get in my classes, they realize that they get something much, much deeper. Because if I tell you that you're going to become a better version of yourself, well, that ain't sexy. That's not sexy. And that ain't going marketing wise, that ain't gonna get people to sign up. But if I tell you you're gonna have a better relationship, people want to sign up. If I tell you will find love, but I know that if you do the work, if you do the work in the class, the relationship is the byproduct of doing the work, right? And so then they get in relationships, but they say, dang, I found so much more. I got so much more in the process. And so part of what it is I always tell people many times what you're doing, the things that you're doing, what's not working. So in my coaching, right, I've coached thousands of people. So there are 4 words that I never use. 4 words that I never use. And so the 4 words I never use are something is good or bad, or something is right or wrong. I never use those 4 words. And here's why. Because what's right for me might not be right for you. What's good for me may not be good for you. All right. So I use 2 words, or really 2 words, or a word and a phrase. So I say, is it working or not working? Those are the only 2 words I use. So if it's not working for you, then what I do is I come in and show you, let's show you how to make it work. Let me show you how to get it to work. And so in relationships, y'all, many of those are truth is not working. And you're right. Right or wrong is subjective, because it's subjective to the person that's listening to it. Good or bad is subjective. Some couples believe in swinging. Some couples believe in swinging. Well, that won't work in my household. That doesn't work for me, but it works for some couples. Some couples believe in polygamy. Doesn't work for me in my household, but it works for some people. So when I coach you, because I believe in love. Now, how you define what that love is, that's completely up to you. That's completely up to you. My job is to help you to make it work. And so that's why I've been so successful at doing that. And so tonight, here's what we're going to talk about. What we're going to talk about are 5 mistakes that keep you single. 5 mistakes people make who want to date that keep them single. Now, when I begin coaching people, when I do a discovery session with people, and I do the discovery session, I want to ask them, what is the issue? And so many of us are single for various reasons. And what I've done is I've narrowed it down to the top 5, that work. Nicole just asked me, I'm curious if people differentiate, how do you know what's causing them to be single? Because I do discovery sessions with them and I go deep into their subconscious programming. Because many of us don't understand our subconscious mind. I've taught on that before. I won't teach on that tonight. But your subconscious programming is where the true person resides. Your subconscious is where your beliefs are, your experiences, your likes, dislikes, where your emotions reside, how you feel about your life, how you feel about people, how you view the world lies in your subconscious mind. And so when I have a discovery session with them, I have to delve into their subconscious mind. Now, they don't always know what I'm doing when I'm asking them questions. They think sometimes people who I've coached with will admit to me, they will say, that question you asked came from left field. Yes, it came from left field to your conscious mind, but to your unconscious mind, your subconscious mind, it wasn't in left field. Not at all. No, it was very, your subconscious mind knew exactly what I was asking. And so tonight, I'm going to tell you, I ain't going to be before you long, like I always say. But some of you are going to want to coach with me. And I'm going to show y'all how y'all can actually coach with me. And, and it ain't going to cost you that much money. Because nowadays, y'all, coach is growing. And I thank God for that. I've got close to 1 million followers. And then when the TV show come out, whoo! TV show coming out in June, y'all. I just heard from the network, either in June or July. I'll give y'all the exact date, but I'll let y'all know. All right, all right. So what we're gonna do is we're about to get busy. All right, but I'm gonna tell y'all, some of y'all gonna want to get some of y'all are gonna want to get coaching. I'm gonna tell you, if you stay with me to the end, I'm going to give you something, but I'm gonna want you to do something. Okay. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm proud of the show that I was on. I manifested that TV show. I'm going to do a whole series on manifestation, how you manifest the relationship you want. I'm going to do a whole thing on showing you how to manifest that which you want in your life. All right. And y'all, when I do it, I got a lot coming down the pipe. I don't want to get off on that. Let's get busy. 5 mistakes that keep you single. Trigger warning. Some of you are going to get triggered tonight, but I don't care, because that is good. Because when you get triggered, that lets me know that there is a wound present. That lets me know there is a tender area present. And that lets me know that there needs to be some healing in you. Okay. And so when you get mad, so a lot of people, when I put a post every day, people, I realized, and I talked about this lately, I said, people say things, but I don't always comment on what they say, because I realize, I understand where it's coming from. I understand that it's coming from their pain brain. I understand that it comes from trauma that they've experienced. I understand that. And so I don't comment, because many times, no matter what I say, listen to me, people create a narrative in their head, right? They create a narrative in their head, and everything they look for, everything to support their narrative. I was on the show, we were filming, and one of the clients on the show said something, and I said, what you're doing is what we call confirmation bias. And confirmation bias is simply you're looking for everything that supports the bias that you currently have. All right. It's kind of like in politics. When people, if you like a client, you look for confirmation to that client, even if you see contrary things, even if you see things that go against what you believe, you will always look for confirmation to the bias that you have. All right. And many of you, if you have a bias towards the opposite sex, many of you believe that all men cheat. So what you say is now, I see one. He cheated. So now that confirms that all men are not shit. Men will say the same thing, that women are gold diggers, women are just as bad. And they found a woman that confirms the bias that they had. Okay. And so what I say is, what we have to do is be open to a new thought. You have to be open to an introduction of a thought. And so when you get into your subconscious programming, I teach my class, I said, listen, here's the thing. All I want to do, the way I can coach you, is I can never convince you to change in one day. But what I can do in one day is introduce a new thought to your subconscious programming. And that's what I do on these lives. I introduce a new thought where you begin to question the new thought, and you begin to say, you know what? Coach might be on to something. That's all I've got to do, is introduce the new thought to your subconscious mind. And that's what I do when I'm here. 5 mistakes that keep you single. Number 1, And these are in no particular order, but these are the 5 things that I've learned from coaching people. Number 1 is you expect the relationship to manifest without doing anything. You expect the relationship to appear, to manifest itself without you ever doing anything. Now, that is a huge mistake. Hey, TikTok, if y'all will give me some likes, because they're going to invite more people. A lot of people going to need to hear this. Y'all, TikTok, give me some likes. All right, Instagram, I need you to invite your sisters. I need you to invite your cousins. I need you to invite somebody. YouTube and Facebook, just keep bringing it. All right, number 1, many people say things like this in my church or in church. They say things like, you know what? What I'm going to do is God gonna send me the guy. I have faith. I prayed for him, and God gonna send him to me. And then he don't show up. But then I come along and say, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That ain't how God operates. He said faith without works is dead. He said, I will bless the works of your hands. And then you meet a Coach Ken, and Coach Ken says, these are the things that you need to change. You need to learn how to communicate better. You need to learn how to communicate with a man. You need to understand that men don't speak the same language that women speak, because there are good men out there. You need to work on your mindset, and you need to eradicate the idea that all men cheat, because that energy will not attract the kind of man that you want. Whoa! And then I say to you, and when I say to you, you got to do something to get something, and then you look at me, and what you say is, I'm not willing to do that, coach. And then I say, I'm not willing to coach you. Oh, I say, I'm not willing to coach you, because everybody I coach, you got to do the work. Like a young Vincent, she tells them, you got to do the work, honey. You got to do the work. You are not exempt. Everybody has to be willing to do the work. And so you cannot manifest. You cannot manifest anything if you aren't willing to work on yourself. What I always tell people is this. Watch this. You can't attract something better if you're not willing to be better. See, you attract. Think about it like this, y'all. You cannot solve a problem with the same energy that created the problem. You cannot solve a problem with the same energy that created the problem. And so when I tell women and men, because I coach men too, y'all, they just don't be on this platform. They inbox me because they want to make it better. Listen to me, coach. My guy, there's my coach right there. My man, Dino Gomez. He's one of the reasons I'm doing what I'm doing. He's one of the reasons I have 960,000 followers. He's one of the reasons because I did the work, y'all. I paid this man, who is an excellent coach, because I wanted to be better. You cannot expect to profit from something you haven't invested in. And when I tell people, damn right, I'm not cheap. I'm expensive, but the results I get, how much is happiness worth to you? If it ain't worth nothing to you, if it's not worth for you investing in yourself, then stay where you are. But me growing my business, growing my following was important to me. So when this man told me, I met him online just like y'all met me online. And this man, he showed me his heart. He showed me his knowledge. And I said, he can get me there. He can help me get where I want to get. And so when he told me the price, I simply said this, where do I sign up? Because it wasn't cheap. What I said was, is it price or is it cost? Coach started to get crunk now. You see, if it's price is one thing. See, most of us, we know the price of something. Well, the price of coaching is over $5,000 for me to join. His is over $5,000. That was the price. Well, the cost is, I don't know the cost. The cost is, how much is it going to cost me by not going? What is it going to cost me in happiness? What is it going to cost me in flexibility? What is it going to cost me in time of spinning my wheels? So what I said was, I'd rather pay the price because I don't know what the cost is. Many of you don't do the work. You don't want to do the work to happen. Number two. Hey, y'all, I wrote this down because y'all, I've taught on this stuff before. I got a whole drawer full of content. So I just pull out something and start teaching y'all. All right. Second thing is this. You're not willing to position yourself to meet someone new. You're not willing to position yourself to meet someone new. What do I mean by that? Here's the thing. You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. You can't keep doing that. You want to stay in the house every weekend. Somebody invites you to a cookout, but you don't want to go because you know what? What happens is you feel like, well, God just gonna bring him to me. I'm gonna meet him in the grocery store. And then you go to the grocery store and then you're looking busted every time you go. So what you're doing is your energy says, I'm never going to meet him, so I'm not going to do the things and act like I am going to meet him. So you don't position yourself to meet the person of your dreams because you won't go online. You find every excuse, every reason, because you have to step outside your zone, your comfort zone. And then somebody says, hey, we got a cookout coming this weekend. COVID's over or at the end stages. And why don't you come by there now? And then you think about all the reasons. But the person you're supposed to meet is there. They are there. But you ain't gonna never meet them. You know why you ain't gonna meet them? Because you aren't willing to step outside your comfort zone to do something different. You're not willing to get online because you're afraid, because you're driven by fear. And watch this, y'all. I tell my people, my students, number one, don't tell me what you don't want. Because when you tell me what you don't want, you're in the energy of manifesting what you don't want. That's why I'm gonna do a whole month on manifestation. How I manifested this show, how I manifested my partner, how I manifested my clients every single day. And listen, and all of you, I only talk about what I want. I don't talk about what I don't want. How many of you say things like this? I don't want a man that's gonna cheat on me. I don't want a baby mama I don't want baby mama drama. I don't want this. And then you ever notice how you always getting that? Y'all ever notice how you always getting that? And you know why you getting that? Because energy is powerful. You don't get what it is you desire. You don't get what you desire, you to get what you are. And what you are is the energy that you put out into the world. If you keep saying what I don't want, you keep saying you're negative, you keep saying that all men cheat, you keep saying that no good men out there, no good women out there, you know what's going to happen? That's the energy that you're putting out into the world, and that's what's going to be reflected back onto you. And so when you keep doing that, when you won't position yourself to get in the environment, to create the atmosphere where attraction happens, you won't get in the environment to meet new people. I get it. You don't want to be online. I get it. But what you need to do is start telling people, introduce me to people. Make your intention known. Go to the cookouts. Go to the museum. Go out to eat. I'm not saying if you don't go to bars, don't go to bars if you don't want to, but if you do, go to bars. See, what I'm saying is all of us have a stigma. You don't know how it's going to happen. What you do, though, is you discredit and you discount it before it happens. And so, what I tell people is be ready. Be ready. Be ye ready. All right? Always think about what I want. Put in the atmosphere. Tell the creator, tell the universe, here's what I want. Stop talking about what you don't want. Because the more you talk about what you want, the more that energy goes forth, the more you raise your vibrational frequency. I don't want to go into teaching that. I've taught it before. I'm going to teach it again. But y'all, there are some things that, you know what? There are some things that you need to do. The reason why a lot of you can't position yourself is because you don't really love yourself. And I'm doing a challenge next week. We got a lot of people that have joined. this self-love challenge, it all starts there. If you hang around to the end, I will tell you about it. We already got quite a few people in it, but there's somebody on and under the sound of my voice. There's somebody here that needs to develop self-love first. Okay, they need to. But you know what? A lot of you don't want to invest in yourself. You just want to be in the same state that you're in. Number three. Mm. Number three. Ooh-wee. Here's number three. Stop getting advice, getting bad advice from your friends, family, and the internet. Let me explain. So what happened was, you know what? And what is bad advice? What is bad advice? Let me explain to you what bad advice is. Bad advice is any advice that is contrary to what you desire. For instance, girl, if I was you, you ain't got to talk to no man. They all cheat. But that's bad advice if your goal is to be in a relationship, right? If your goal is to be in a relationship, why are you listening? And watch this. Why are you trying to get whole from people who are broken? Now, some people are going to get triggered by that, but I really don't care because that's like you want to learn how to become a millionaire, but you're getting advice from people who are broke. You're getting advice from people who live in poverty. And I'm not knocking people who live in poverty. I'm not. Yo, I just need you to understand that. Now, that's like a person who wants to lose weight and get fit, but you're getting advice from a 600-pound person. Y'all, I don't care how you slice that. That doesn't make sense. That is not congruent with your goals. It is not congruent with what you want to be. And so, what I'm saying to you is stop getting bad advice from people who just want to make you feel good. Okay? You ever notice how these prognosticators, these people on the internet, what they do is they say things that fit the narrative in your head. Okay? And if the guys on there, they got this blue pill relationship stuff where they talk shit about women are this. And what they're doing is they are speaking to a group of guys who have a narrative about women. And all they're doing is, again, confirmation bias. They are confirming the biases that they have against women. Now, the truth is, all women are not that way, just like all men are not that way. There are women out there, all right, who are confirming what it is, who are confirming what it is, confirming it for you about women, okay, and about men. I'm sorry, about men. And so, what I say is, listen, y'all, if you want to grow, get advice from people who are growing. That's why people ask me, let me tell you something. People ask me a lot of times, because my videos are polarizing sometimes. And people will ask me things like, well, what kind of experience do you have? Right? They'll ask me that kind of stuff. And they want me, what they're trying to do is bait me into running down a list of credentials. Okay. But I never take that bait. You know why? Because whatever I say, it's never going to be enough for them. So this is what I say. I say, well, here's my credentials. I've saved 297 marriages. Okay. I put thousands of relationships together. I've coached thousands of people. So whatever my credentials are, I'm getting results. Now I have credentials, but I don't feel the need to tell you. I don't feel the need that I gotta tell you for you to validate me. And how many of us are needing validation from the people who are giving us bad advice? And you tell them, and they say, y'all have heard something like this, girl, if it was me, I'd leave his ass alone. All right? They're telling you to leave the relationship because many times they're not in a good relationship. They're not in a relationship at all. And then they're telling you, they're giving you advice based out of their pain. If you work, think about this. There are two parts of your brain. I call them power brain, pain brain. If someone is giving you advice from their pain brain, then what I would suggest you do is you have to consider the source. Is this person in a great relationship? Is this person empowering me with the words that they're saying? Even you, people can empower you with negative stuff, saying you should probably leave the relationship. But when they do that, they're going to tell you the reasons why. It's going to be from a place of empowerment, not a place of pain. And so, what I say to you is this: stop getting bad advice from broken people or people who don't have what it is you desire. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. Now, number 4, why 5 mistakes that keep you single. This is a big one. Not collecting enough data. Those of you who know who I coach and who's watched my videos, I have a methodology for dating. It's called the 2C methodology. 2C. C, C. One is collect, then connect. See, what happens to people is this, is that most people don't know how to date. Most people, that is the reason why they get in and out of relationships. That is the reason why they get with somebody. They don't know how to date because what they do is they rely on their emotions. What you do, here's what happens. Tell me if I'm lying, y'all. You get with somebody. You get that morning text. Oh, hey, beautiful. I hope you're having a great day. All right. Then you get text throughout the day. I was just thinking about you. All right. So they start love bombing you. They start love bombing you. And then you think there is a connection. So what happens is you have never collected the data that was necessary to find out who the person was. And then what you do, you start sleeping with them. Okay. And then you notice that they stop the morning texts. Does this sound familiar? They don't call as much. They don't text as much. And then you're wondering, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Did something happen? Well, what happened was, and then 5, 6 months into it, the relationship dissipates, goes away, and you're heartbroken. And you were thinking, what did I do? And then you meet Coach Ken. And Coach Ken tells you the mistake that you made was you did not collect before you connected. You did not collect before you connect. And what it is, y'all, I created a very intricate way that you collect and find out. Here's why. And I'm going to give you this. Most of us try to find out, most of us, when that scenario happens that I just told you about, that scenario happens because you never collected enough data to find out who the person was. Okay. And you say, Coach, really? And I say, yes. I say that when you collect enough data, you go, now listen to what I'm about to tell you. This is going to be deep. So some of y'all going to have to follow me, get in my challenge, get in my coaching, because I'm going to teach you this. But I'm just going to give you the concept tonight. I often say to people, you cannot get to know a person based on conscious questions. And you say, Coach, what do you mean conscious questions? And I say conscious questions are the questions that most of us ask to get to know someone. For instance, we say things like this: how many kids do you have? Where did you go to school? Where do you work? Okay, are you married? Are you divorced? We ask conscious questions. These are questions that I really don't have to think about. And I say, well, the true person is not at the conscious level. And I teach you how to ask subconscious questions. And when I show them how to ask subconscious questions, because subconscious questions are where the true person resides. For instance, if I ask you, tell me 2 things that you learned from your last relationship that help you grow to be the person you are today. Well, that's a subconscious question because the answer to that question resides in your subconscious mind. And so you have to learn how to ask subconscious questions. And most of us, how you ended up in the situation because you never learned. You don't know how to ask subconscious questions. And you ain't never been coached by Coach King. And you ain't never bought his book, Just Ask 50 Questions to Know If He's the One, which I just added 200 more questions to my book. And so what I'm saying is this, y'all, is you don't know how to collect data. And so what do? You relive the cycle over and over and over again. Most people can't tell you this because they don't know. Most relationship coaches out there, they don't know. They don't know what they're doing. They don't have a clue, y'all. Yet we go around to these videos listening to them, and they ain't in a great relationship and they ain't putting no relationships together. They just say good stuff that you want to hear. All right. And I say to them, well, go crazy. Go crazy. And so, anyway, last but not least, number 5, you're not willing to do the work on your own self love. And this is the most powerful thing because, and let me say this to y'all, I am doing a challenge next week for 3 days. Start Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I won't be live on here because I'm doing a challenge called the Self Love Experience. And for those of you who want to join it, for those of you who know that you can only love someone to the degree that you love yourself. And so, what I'm going to do, for those of you who want to learn how to love themselves better, who want to learn how to accept who they are, who want to change their self concept in this challenge, I am going to break down your self concept and how you have a picture of who you are in your mind and how to change this picture and how your relationships have been faulty because of the way you feel about you. Y'all, I'm going to go in. For those of you who are interested, I've been pushing this and because I want y'all to get it. For those of you, we're going to do it on Zoom. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's going to be life changing. For those of you who are interested in it, what I want you to do, if you're on Instagram or TikTok, I want you to go up to my bio, my link, my bio on Instagram and TikTok. Click on my link tree. On the link tree, you'll see Self-Love Challenge. Join the Self-Love Challenge. Decide you're going to invest in yourself. It ain't that expensive. It's not. But you got to decide you're going to invest in yourself, y'all. For those of you on YouTube and Facebook, I am putting it in the comment section here. Last night, some people said they didn't see it. So I sent it to them individually. I'm putting it in the comment section. And so you can see it. But listen, y'all, at the end of the day, you've got to decide. I want you to do, everybody to do something for me. I want you to think about your life. And I want you to think about 1 year from today. And I want you to imagine everything in your life is happening exactly the way you want it to happen. Everything. I want you to envision this. This is called future pacing. I do this with my clients, right? And I want you to do it. Imagine Coach Ken a year from now. So I want to show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. All right, y'all see this? Y'all see this journal. This is my manifestation journal. So I wrote about things in this journal. I wrote about things in this journal that I wanted to happen for me. All right. I wrote about them. You see them? Y'all can see that? I wrote about them here. Now, what I wrote about, that was 2021. All right. 90% of the things in this journal have come true. Nobody looks in my journal. My own wife don't even look in it because it's my thoughts. It is my future that I'm manifesting. This TV show that I'm on, I wrote about it in here before I ever knew about the TV show. The reason why I'm telling you to write about who you want to become, because that is the first step to you actually having it, is wrapping it around your mind that I could, introducing a new thought to your mind. And y'all, what I'm going to tell you is if I can get you to introduce a new thought to your mind, it's amazing what you can become. So what I want you to do, some of you need to join this challenge, this self-love experience challenge. And a lot of you don't believe. You don't believe you can have something different. You don't believe your life will be different. And I'm not here to convince you. I say this, and this is what I tell every student. Listen to me closely. I say, don't worry about believing it yet. Just do the work. Belief comes later. And most people, I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to leave you with this. For those on Instagram, for those on TikTok, if you want to join my self-love challenge, go up to my bio in the link in the bio section, click on my link tree. You'll see the little link tree. Join the self-love challenge. For those of you on YouTube and Facebook, listen, I'm putting it in the comment section. Go join. But watch this. Dang, what was I going to tell y'all? I was going to tell y'all something that was powerful. Anyway, dang. I forgot. I got so much stuff running through my mind. But listen. Oh, we're talking about future pacing. And I'm going to share this with you. Some of us are afraid to look at our future and think of what I can become, of who I could become. Some of you are afraid. I said, oh, I finally realized what it was I was thinking. Here's what I want to say. What comes first? Belief, willingness to do the work, or desire? Belief, willingness to do the work, or desire? What comes first? Listen, I got 400 people looking at me right now. I got all these people on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. I got 400 people, and then Instagram. 400 people looking at me. And so, when my question to you is, what comes first? Desire, willingness to do the work, or belief? Or belief? What comes first? All right, some people say willingness to do the work. Some people say desire. Some people say nobody else. All right, you don't see the link? Trias, okay, go to the link. Boom. Okay, some people say desire. All right, desire. Some people say belief. All right, let me tell you what comes first. See, listen to me carefully. The first thing that comes is it has to be desire. It has to be making your intention known of who you want to be. Michael Jordan didn't become the greatest player. He didn't believe at the beginning, he didn't believe that he would be the greatest basketball player of all time. He just wanted to make his JV basketball team that he got cut from. So he made his desire known. He made his intention known. And then the second thing is the willingness to do the work. Willingness to act as if. Acting as if is I'm acting like I already have it, even though I don't have it yet. That's what acting as if is. Okay? And then the last thing is belief, because many of you have no basis to believe. Many of you have no basis to believe that you would find the man of your dreams. Many of you have no basis to believe that someone will love you without cheating on you. Many of you have no basis to believe that you could start that business, that you could build $1 million business. Many of you have no basis to believe that you could change your life. So I don't need you to believe first. I need you to make your desire known. Join this challenge. Make your desire known and be willing to do the work the belief will come afterwards. Y'all, that is my time. Y'all, I do a couple of extra minutes on Instagram at Coach Ken Canyon. Fake TikTok, I appreciate y'all. I'm out, and then I'm out over here. All right. Boom. I'm out on YouTube, Facebook. I am out. Y'all, join the link. If you don't have the link, hit me in my inbox. If you're on YouTube, I think you just go up in the bio section or send me a note or something, or email me a note at kencanion at gmail. I will send you the link. All right. Y'all join me over on Instagram. All right. Peace.